So, hi, Loneliest Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
And we're here with
Steve.
Brian from Have Mercy.
and there's some questions say about the upcoming album, The Loneliest Place I've Ever Been. So, congrats on that, by the way. How do you guys feel about the response, the announcement so far?
Dude, it's been pretty overwhelming. I mean, this was a record that we self-produced and kind of just wanted to put out into the ether, and yeah, it's just doing great so far. We'll see. It's early.
Yeah. The record's still about a month out at the time of recording, but people have seemed to be excited about the single so far. We got to jam the album ahead of this, and it's incredible in typical Have Mercy fashion.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You know,
Dude, that's so cool to hear. Thank you so much.
It hurt to listen to. I think that's typically what I get from Have Mercy. That's what I tell the other guys when we chat with them. So I'm telling you guys now, it hurt, and that's what I look for when I listen to you guys.
You know? Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Hopefully a good pain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's good to hear. I feel like I haven't gotten any reviews from anyone fully, besides from people going like, "Nice single," and that's about it. So that's a good response.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And people have only heard the two upbeat singles, so they haven't heard the rest of the record yet. So.
Yeah, it gets sadder.
Yeah.
It
Oh yeah.
definitely
Trust me. So, is there any meaning behind the album title or cover art?
So yeah, the title kind of, I noticed this theme as we were going through the record that I repeated the same lines about being lonely and then learning to love again. Like those two lines kept repeating through the whole record. And then during one song on the record called What Happy Is, there's a line that says, "This is the loneliest place I've ever been, but it's the only place that I'll ever learn to love again." And I was like, oh, that's such a grand statement. Like that should be the record title. This is the loneliest place I've ever been. And it kind of hit the same beats as our first record, which was called The Earth Pushed Back. And I was like, oh man, the P's and the B's, and it just kind of all felt right. And then the album cover, we just decided to go with our faces on it, which was very scary to do, but we decided to just put ourselves out there on it.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah,
why this record? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think we went back and forth about the cover too. We didn't know what to do, and then once we did the video shoot and the promo shots, I think it all came together after that. So
Okay.
Yeah, because Ben Lieber, who was the visual director for the record, everything he was doing for the music videos looked so cool. And then as we were trying to pick album covers, I saw one shot in the music video that was just our four heads, and I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So let's just use that.
Yeah. So it wasn't this big grand, back and forth. It was just kind of this image is cool, albeit scary to put yourselves on the album cover. You felt it was just a fitting image.
Yeah, it was just right. We were playing around with album art a year before the record was finished, I'd say. We were playing around with it for a while.
Okay. Damn. I want to get an idea of the timeline for the record, because I feel like Numb did not come out that long ago. So I'm curious about when the writing process for this started and when you guys had masters in hand, just rough dates to kind of get a full scope.
Oh, damn. That's funny. So Numb came out in 2023,
The very end.
Yeah. And then we did a deluxe version. And but then I got on this writing kick, and we got 3 singles done, and I was like, oh man, this feels like we're writing a record. And then we got 6 in, then the full 10. And I remember the text message in our group thread, and I was like, that's the record, dudes. Now we need to start tracking it.
Mm-hmm.
And we honestly just got masters back, a month and a half ago. We were down to the wire.
So it was a quick process. You didn't sit on this for very long. Just the inspiration kind of struck, and an album just kind of came out of it.
Yeah, and we went to Rude Records, and we were like, can you do this with us? Because there's no way we'd ever be organized enough to put it out on our own and try to make that happen. And luckily, they've been really big supporters of the band over the past couple of years. So yeah, they were down to do it, and we just got the ball rolling. But we were producing the music videos and like all the promo shots way before we even had the masters. Like we were rolling with demos. Like that music video was shot with a very shitty version of the song. But we made it work.
That's great. I love that. So can you guys tell us a little bit about the writing process for the album?
Go for it, Steve.
Yeah, well, like Brian was saying a few minutes ago, he kind of went on this songwriting binge where he had 10 songs written, and we were like, that's the album. So once he got those 10 songs done, then I basically took his rough demos for the songs and started doing drums like immediately. I spent all of January writing and tracking drums at my house, and so once I got done drums, and then I handed it off to the rest of the guys, and they were able to finish guitars and vocals and finish up the rest of it. So
yeah, I like kind of write the skeleton of a song structure and like the basic drum parts, and then we need Steve to go in and make it sound like an actual drummer's playing it instead of like my terrible program drums. But when I say that moment clicked, like I've never had it click where I knew that we wrote a whole record. Like normally you're trying to add songs at the last minute and you're like, oh, let's try to squeeze this, and this. Like this record, the second we finished this last song called Medicine, I was like, oh, that's it, dude. Like that's the whole record. So it worked.
And we didn't scrap anything.
No, which is wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
we could have kept going, I feel like.
Yeah.
We stopped ourselves.
Okay. So 10 songs came out and 10 songs made the album.
Yep.
Yeah. I felt like that was a good place to stop. Like I have a very short attention span. I feel like any record over 10 songs, I'm just like, oh, I get what this is about. That's enough.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, you've said what you need to say. So like 10 songs feels like enough. I don't know.
That's fair. And Brian, I'm curious about your writing spree and kind of how that got jump started. Did something trigger it, or was it just the inspiration that really hit you?
Dude, that's a good question. I think I was just like, so I don't listen to a lot of music, and I think which sounds so terrible, but I don't listen to a lot of music. And I was on this kick of listening to like a lot of old 90s bands, and I went to a few concerts, and I feel like once you get that started and like my imagination starts rolling, I'm like, oh, like we could do this with the record. We could make sounds like this. And started like exploring, I don't know, bands that we grew up with, like the Killers or Gin Blossoms or Third Eye Blind and like things like that. And I was like, well, let's just make this cool fucking alt record. And I don't know if I can cuss, but I just cussed.
No, you
can. Go for it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, it just like kickstarted, and we were on a roll.
I love it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So what song off the album took the longest to write, and which one is each of your own personal favorite?
Ooh, good question again. The last song on the record, called Medicine, was probably the longest to write because I feel like the last song on a record, like you can't fuck it up. You have to like really make a statement with that last song. So we like the guitar parts got a little more intricate. Like there's a lot of layers going on there. And my favorite song off the record is TV Glows, which is the most recent single. I just think that's a banger.
Damn straight.
Yeah, I think the longest song for me to write the drum parts for was probably This Could Be Gold.
Dude, that's
because it's got such a cool like drum intro, and it took me a while to like figure out what to do and how to do it. And I think that's one of my favorite songs on the record too. That and Medicine. I think Medicine, the last song, is my favorite too. So I get two favorites.
All right.
Yeah, that's definitely one we're going to be playing live. I feel like you definitely didn't skimp on writing the drums on this record. Like you did a lot of weird, intricate shit. It's I think the drums definitely shine on this record for sure.
I just got to pull it off live now.
Right?
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's the beast.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm curious because you said because Medicine is the closer, it really took a lot more energy and effort to kind of make it perfect, I guess. Was that what you were saying?
Yeah. I think you have to like really like wrap up the whole story at the end of a record, and you have to have a really
Yeah.
good closer.
Absolutely. So when you were creating the record, was the track listing kind of already in the back of your head of knowing that that was going to be the closer?
No, not at all. That was the last song that we wrote for the record, so it kind of felt like the natural like progression of closing the book. But no, I don't think we knew that that was going to be the last song on the record. It just kind of it worked out that way. And lyrically, like it's so if you're listening to the record, it's like super sad, gets a little happier, and then it ends on Medicine, which is kind of like the song that's saying like I'm gonna own my shit, I'm gonna get better. And that feels like a positive way out of the story and out of the record, instead of ending on a down note and just having it be really sad. So I don't know. Just worked out.
Makes sense.
Exactly. Huh.
So could you guys tell us where your headspace is at while you were writing this album?
Oh, deep in the feels.
Yeah,
There you go.
naturally so.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Like I had the most fun writing this record, but also like it's so much work, especially like tracking it all ourselves. It's like we have to stay on the ball, we have to stay on top of each other to make sure like, hey man, are you going to show up today to record your parts? Like, Steve, have you gotten all your stuff done for these batch of songs? Like I think our headspace was like work, like we need to get this record done.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Should lock the fuck in.
Yeah, I mean, you really have to.
Yeah.
Especially like doing it yourself. It's awesome because you have so much freedom when it comes to your time, but you have to have the discipline, or else you're going to take 2 years to write the fucking record.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gave myself a deadline. I was going to get drums done by the end of January, and it happened. So, but it was spending every weekend basically at my house by myself working on drums. And
Yeah.
at least the other guys, you guys got the track together sometimes. So,
Oh.
Yeah, dude. Here's the thing: you got out of all the good band arguments.
oh,
Like
that's
you
true.
got out of all the good. I think this part should stay. I think this
Oh
part
my
should stay.
God.
You just sat in the background, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
I'm
chill.
done, dude.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I didn't witness any of that on the last record either, because you guys did all that on your own too. So
Yeah. So Steve played the drums on our last record, but then joined as a full-time member like right after, like the second we finished that record. So
Oh, yeah.
this is his first one where he was fully contributing to the entire process.
And he's still getting out of the band arguments. You're one lucky son of a
Dude.
bitch.
Exactly. Let's go 3 for 3.
He's the nicest guy in the world, so that helps.
I'm neutral.
There you go. There
Yeah.
you go. So, how do you guys recommend your fans listen to this album for the first time? Should they play it in the car with friends, dark with headphones on? Should they work out to it? What do you guys personally recommend?
I'm always big on listening to records like on my own for like at least a first listen to really dive into it. But that's just me. I mean, I think it could be fun, to listen with friends. It could be fun to listen with your family. I mean, I know me and my daughter have listened to it many times together, which is cool. Like,
Yeah.
so she's been digging it. So
Well, she played on the record too.
she did too. Yep. She played bells. She played bells on the first song, the Only If Only.
That's dope.
That's so badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I like listening to music alone, but I also can see a buddy of mine who has the record text me the other day, and he's an old friend. And he was like, dude, this sounds like us growing up and driving around in the car and like windows rolled down, screaming our heads off. So maybe there's just different ways you can listen to it and different ways you can relate, I guess.
Yeah. I want to go back to what we were talking about with the last question. Steve, I know you said this is your first time being a full-time member in the band, but you recorded the drums on the last record. Were
Right.
you handed the drum parts on the last record, or did you contribute writing on that as well?
Brian had all the songs programmed, like demoed drum wise, and I stuck pretty closely to it. But there was a few songs where I changed it up, or I improved on parts or added parts. But I think I was playing it safe that record, because it was like I came in, almost as like a session musician, where they just hired me to record the drums. So
Yeah. So did you feel any sort of nervousness or anxiety going into this record, being a full-time member and maybe having a little bit more liberty and creative freedom this time around?
Actually, this was a way cooler process because I was able to do it at home. When we tracked drums for Numb, we did it at Magpie Cage Studio in Baltimore, and I'm not a big fan of studios. There's like too much pressure, too much time constraint. So being able to do it at home was like a dream. So I think I was more nervous about getting it done in the, the time frame that I set myself.
Yeah.
So
okay, that makes sense. So this question should be super quick. Off the top of your heads, I want you guys to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less. 3 words each, 6 total.
Sad.
Check.
Yeah. Welcoming.
Okay.
And honest.
Those are good.
Beautiful.
Can't believe I did that. Your turn,
I'll get
Steve.
going.
Oh man, I'm gonna say visceral.
Okay.
I'm gonna say beautiful,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say powerful.
Ooh.
Those are
Oh,
good.
you got all the ools.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I was
ools,
gonna say.
yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, it really does make you feel something when you listen to it. So
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And in the same vein as the last question, but not as much pressure, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want this album to evoke in your listeners?
Good question. I don't want anybody to like be forced to feel anything, but I hope you, if I'm speaking to the audience, like I hope you just find something in it that you enjoy, and I hope you feel something listening to it. Like I feel like the Have Mercy's discography is a lot of me just dumping out my entire like feelings and like my entire being into these lyrics so other people can like deal with their own shit. So I just hope that somebody gets something from it so it's all worthwhile. Yes.
Love that. Hell yeah.
yeah.
So can you guys talk about any particularly challenging or standout moments during the creation of the album, positive or negative?
Deciding who we wanted to mix the record was a little challenging at first. There was a lot of names floating around because like we produced it all ourselves and we recorded it ourselves, but we knew that we didn't want to mix it ourselves because I feel like you need somebody else to come in and go, hey, this sounds like shit, or this could use a little work.
Yeah.
So we had we went back to the drawing board and had our friend Paul Levitt, who worked on 3 of our records in the past, come in and mix it. And that was definitely like the most challenging thing to do. And we haven't worked with him so long. I was like, oh, when we ask him, is he going to just say no? And luckily he didn't. And yeah, I don't know. That for me was probably the most challenging part. And like just staying organized because it's a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Pro Tools right now, looking at like session files for another band on my computer, and I'm like, there's just making music is so complicated, and there's
like,
so many files.
Yeah, so much shit going on.
Exactly.
Steve, anything for you?
I thought it was a really positive moment for me was once I got done tracking the August 17 song, I immediately texted Brian. I was like, this is a single, like hands down. And
I still don't think it is.
He had pushback on it. So.
Wasn't it the lead single?
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, so you won the battle. Yeah.
I lost that battle so quick.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they were all like, Steve was the first to say it. Then the label was like, "Duh, we're gonna lead with this single," and I was like, "I don't think it's that one."
Wait a minute.
But whatever.
It's a banger. It's fun to play live too. We played it on this last tour, and it goes over so well live.
Good.
Yeah. I'm wrong. I can admit that I'm wrong.
There you go. See, that's what I was waiting to hear.
Yes.
There you go. So for this question, I want you guys to picture you're on tour. You're at a gas station for a rest stop. You're going in. What is your snack of choice?
Oh, dude. I think it depends on the gas station.
Right.
Okay.
But all right, if we're going into like a pilot, I'm normally grabbing like a bag of chips, maybe Pringles, the purple bag of Doritos. That's a great one. I always grab an iced tea, but I never drink all of it. And my wife even yells at me about that to this day, that I'll only finish half a bottle of iced tea. And then it's enough. And then I grab a Celsius, and that's it.
Solid. That's solid.
I'm always on the lookout for Liquid Death. So wherever we go, those are always go to. Either that, or if it's morning, like I'll get coffee, or like a breakfast sandwich, or I'll stick with like the protein bars.
Oh yeah, protein.
So
bars.
if we skip breakfast, I'll grab a protein bar. Then it holds us off until lunch or dinner or whatever. So
It's funny that you asked that question. We were so bad on the last tour about eating at gas stations. We did it way too much. I realized when I got home, I was like, I've gained 10 pounds.
You're like,
eating
fuck.
at gas stations every day.
Oh, it doesn't count on tour though, because you burn it off on stage. It doesn't.
That's what you think until you get home and you're like, oh my God, what have I done?
A lot of time sitting in the van,
Oh
yeah. Oh yeah.
So on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be and why?
Oh my gosh, there's so many different ways to take this. What do you think, Steve? I was going to say a plate of crabs because we're from Maryland, but it doesn't really describe the band.
No.
I was gonna say pasta, because remember when we were on the last tour when Phil was with us, we had that giant like pasta dinner at the Airbnb, and it just like brought all of us together. And I always think about that and how good it was for you and Phil cooking dinner for everybody.
Oh,
yeah, that was nice. We do Airbnbs like once or twice a tour just so we can hang out, watch movies, and cook together. And that's a bowl of pasta is a good answer.
Yeah, brings everyone together. There you go.
Better than crabs.
Yeah, better than just a plate of crabs.
For our Maryland friends, it's crabs.
Yeah. State exclusive.
Yeah.
And for these last couple questions, we're actually going to shift away from music, if that's okay with you guys.
For sure.
Yep.
Cool. So we're actually going to go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
I'll probably go with a good steak. I mean, I like meat. I'd probably go with like a good ribeye. I'm gonna go mac and cheese and some green beans. I mean, something just like hearty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, this is horrible to think about. And then a Fresca. Like I'm a Fresca addict.
Yeah.
So I'd pick a Fresca. And then my mom's chocolate chip cookies if we're getting desserts.
Okay.
I'm gonna put those on there.
Right.
Yeah. Solid.
Oh man, I'd probably go with sushi. I can't go wrong, especially as like a last meal. And then do like. But
I've had some bad sushi.
I was gonna ask like what roll? What do we do?
Oh man, like I like some of the crazy ones. Like eat like a volcano roll, or
Okay, that's not crazy. That's crazy. Call me crazy. You know, like
I mean, not too crazy, but
yeah.
So some nice toppings on the sushi roll.
Yeah.
And then maybe do like a good non-alcoholic beer, and then key lime pie for dessert.
There you go.
Key lime pie.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
All right. So if you could live in one fiction world for a week, where would you live?
Gotham City.
World. Oh man.
What the fuck?
Whoa, I mean, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, like crime and death and pollution. A lot more pollution there. It's like always fucking dirty.
Yeah, it does look pretty foggy or smoggy, but it would be pretty entertaining. There's a lot going on. Just gonna say that.
That's fair. Oh, another robbery.
Yeah.
Look at those guys.
And maybe I'm the vigilante. I don't know.
Oh shit.
We'll see.
Batman?
Yeah. You don't know. We still don't know who he is.
Well.
Wow.
I don't know.
Steve, what did you say?
Oh, I'm still thinking about mine. I probably like something like Middle Earth, or like one of the worlds from like Star Wars. Like what was the one from Rogue One? The tropical like planet.
Is that the one that blew up?
Scarif. Yeah, the one that blew up. Yep, that place.
Maybe
we're not picking
before it
good
blows
answers.
up, right?
Pre-explosion. So before they blow up the planet.
Yeah, the week before it blows up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. And I have the honor of asking the last question. Every single person we've spoken to has actually said it is the most important question. What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is orange. No good reason. I just always liked it.
Yeah, it's a solid color. Nothing wrong with it.
I didn't know
stands out a little bit. It's nice.
Warm. Yeah.
I've never seen you wear anything orange though.
Oh.
No, that's the thing. But like, I'm not going to say like, I don't know. I feel like orange is a good color.
I'm sure you have like an Orioles shirt, right? There's orange on that.
Yeah. Maybe that's where my association with it comes, but I don't know. Orange feels like a good color. I'm sticking by my answer.
There you go.
No.
Nice.
It's okay. You can have orange.
Yeah.
Mine's always been blue. Everything blue.
Ooh.
I've got like all these blue drum sets now. Like,
Yeah, dude,
my walls are blue.
Yeah.
Complementary colors. It's beautiful. I love
Yeah,
it.
right.
Oh yeah. So as Glory said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you guys would like to plug?
Check out our new record. I mean, that's pretty much it. Well, again, last thing I'll say when we're on camera, like I see your guys' clips all the time, and they're super entertaining. I really just appreciate you guys having us on again. It's awesome.
Thank you so
Really
much.
appreciate you saying that.
World.
Yeah.
It was great getting to sit down and chat with you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for now. This guys has been Steve and Brian from Have Mercy, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.